Take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yes.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He asked me to visit him at the last round.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
I'll go see him right away.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay. So, just be nice, be chill. He's a dick, but just do it. You can get the fudge out. Alright, so we have plenty of time on this episode to keep going. I'm not going to go to the Elizabeth Dane just yet. I want to give you guys the atmosphere of downtown and what's here. I want to show you where we can get weapons. I want to show you the local club. I want to show you everything. But that'll come episode by episode. So it can be a little confusing trying to find everything. So give me a moment. I forget which way is which sometimes. Okay. Wee-hoo. Actually, that's where Strauss is. We need to go see him. This is the way to the confession. Okay, and that's also the... Okay, so we'll go do this first. We'll go see him first. Okay. Creepy place, but just stay cool. It's the Tremere Chantry. It's a little weird. Okay. So you basically just want to, you can take this book. Take it. Get stuck everywhere. Doesn't really matter because it kind of zaps you where you need to go. So. Hello.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yeah, I got it. I'm assuming you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What exactly is a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. And you're a regent. What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
I'm new around here, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
I appreciate the advice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the
What's so
word
mean
on
to me?
everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah? Why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Dude, that shit is whack. No, interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local Anarchs are responsible for these
I
outbreaks.
feel like he's going to
Their
respond the
precipitous
same way if I say that.
indulgence of
That shit is
certain
whack.
passions often leads to such
Sorry.
things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Maybe I could look into this epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do that. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Before I go, tell me a little about the Camarilla.
The Camarilla? It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
I see. Can I ask you a few more questions about the Camarilla?
Surely. What else would you like to know?
What do you think of Prince LaCroix?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's alright. You can trust me. What is your true opinion of him?
Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian LaCroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla.
Really? Perhaps you think you can do a better job?
No, young one. I aspire not to such lowly heights.
I'm so much better than
My
that.
only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla.
In that order?
You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can see already.
You want to be prince. You want to be a bald prince. Okay. I don't know what else I can ask him. Just another minute of your time.
Of course. What is it you would like to know?
Nothing right now, one more thing.
Of course.
I'm out of here. See ya! Okay, so he's given us a quest to find the end of this epidemic. Oh, find the end of the epidemic. Listen to me. Find the root of the epidemic and put an end to it. So, we can definitely do that. It is possibly, totally possibly. That's like my least favorite. It's my least favorite quest in this game, is the epidemic quest. Once it's done, I'm like, oh god, thank god, it's done, because it's just awful. I don't want to, give too much away. Okay, so this is the way to the last round. Okay, so I'm not on the right side, but we can go to the last round. We can talk to them and meet the Anarchs, see what they're doing. They're gonna do it. Okay. I think the best way to play this game is to not pick a side. Just kind of take everyone's side into consideration. That's basically how I think it works.
So that chased you in here, Cammy?
Why do you ask?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
What the hell's your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? All right, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
I make my own fate?
That's real. Let me put it in perspective for you. The Camarilla claims every kindred's part of the organization regardless. You do something they don't like, well, you're Camarilla, so you get punished under their laws. Like it or not.
Enlightening.
I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix wheeled in.
I don't know about LaCroix. I'm cool with Nines, though.
Hey, Cammy. I don't apologize often, but it's just with all the shit that's been going down lately. And on top of it, this plague bearer getting the CDC's attention, maybe I misjudged you is all I'm saying.
Plague bearer.
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed them. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. And that gets sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
I don't know. I don't really want to side with anyone, so I'm trying to pick the best answer. I'll do it only because I'm bored.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
Ghouls. Why are always ghouls? I'm off. I'll check it out.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
I'll ask around. Bye. Damn us all. We can go upstairs and we got Skelter.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Funny. Is Nines is Rodriguez around here?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your welcome. I'm scared. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
Like I said, I need to see Nines.
So then go on up and see her. You're free to do as you please here.
I wasn't asking your permission later. People are such jerks.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Prince leader of the Camarilla?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just the guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any other traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due.
So what are you all talking about?
I
You're all
learned the way
about.
of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch free state.
Anarch Free State?
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the Anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Have you ever tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
He gets grrr. He's like grrr. Yeah, there it is. Grrr. Sounds like you're the prince of the Anarchs.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
One more question. Any advice for me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, You get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me how to fight?
You probably already know the basics, so anything I show you is gonna take a while, and I'll need it elsewhere.
Thanks for your help, Nines.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Alright. So we're gonna stop here for now. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. See ya!